If you're not familiar with To Catch a Predator, it basically went like this. Chris Hansen, along with a group of predator hunters called Perverted Justice, would set up hidden cameras in a sting house to catch people who would go on the internet and try and meet up with underage kids. The premise of each episode followed the same formula. Hansen, along with Perverted Justice, would give some background on the predator they were hunting. They'd show the audience a few of their chat logs, and then we'd watch as these guys would practically walk themselves into handcuffs, occasionally being met with snappy one-liners from Hansen.
Did you bring condoms?
Well, with all that, it sounds like you've got a pretty big night planned, huh?
The show quickly became a massive success as it showed a window into the dangers that were hidden all throughout America. It rode high on the Stranger Danger campaign that stretched from the 1980s throughout the early 2000s and solidified Chris Hansen as America's #1 predator catcher. The show saw a number of reboots, including Crime Watch Daily and Takedown with Chris Hansen, but the original airing ended in 2007 on the back of a $105 million lawsuit against NBC, as well as the death of a Dallas assistant district attorney. On July 24, 2006, Bill Conradt, the then ADA of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, found himself caught in the net of the Perverted Justice sting operation. Perverted Justice reached out to the local police chief, Billy Myrick, who took the opportunity to help bust the ADA because of the publicity that Dateline NBC could bring to the town of Murphy, as if, hey, our assistant district attorney is a predator is the best selling point when it comes to tourism. Throughout the course of November 2006, high-tech equipment was set up to monitor the ADA's home while operatives posed as a 13-year-old boy to lure Conrad into one of the sting houses. When this didn't happen, for the first time ever, Dateline NBC, Perverted Justice, and Chris Hansen took matters into their own hands, storming the suspect's house. On November 5th at 12:30 a.m., Chris Hansen asked the police for arrest and search warrants against Conrad, stating, "If he won't come to us, we'll go to him." With the help of Chief Myrick, the arrest warrant was granted that same morning.
Then we hear a faint crack as the officers force their way in.
They arrived to the house with the Dateline crew and police knocking on the door, to which Conrad didn't answer. They tried calling him, but to no avail. At 2:40 p.m., the police chief called in the SWAT team. SWAT team members arrived shortly after 3 p.m., forcing open Conrad's sliding glass back door. There, they found Conrad standing at the end of a hallway, and upon confrontation, he simply stated, "I am not going to hurt anybody," before pulling out a pistol and shooting himself in the head. Following this, Murphy's city manager Craig Sherwood, who approved the sting operation without informing the mayor or the city council, was fired. One of the officers on the scene reacted with, "That'll make good TV." Upon investigation, it was revealed that in all 24 Texas sting operations conducted by Perverted Justice, officials found problems and inconsistencies in every single one of them. To start, Perverted Justice had not provided full comprehensive chat logs of their interactions, nor did they provide any video records for the prosecution. Arrestees were also required to have an outstanding warrant before being arrested, so in June of 2007, the district attorney announced that he would no longer pursue suspects from the Murphy bait house. The next month, ADA Conrad's sister Patricia files a wrongful death lawsuit against NBC Universal for $105 million, equivalent to $154 million in 2023. NBC initially called this a meritless lawsuit before settling for an undisclosed amount the next year. The district attorney had explained on 2020 that most of the operation was entirely for show, with no real law enforcement purpose. He had accused NBC and Perverted Justice, along with Chris Hansen, of muddying the waters, legally speaking, regarding transcript evidence and Miranda rights. He claimed that Dateline's desire for dramatic television endangered both the suspects and the officers, with unnecessarily aggressive takedowns, effectively bringing an end to the show.